Alrighty, so what happened in GU? Daily recap. So swing is bearish, internal is was bearish. We just had the IBOS. We were expecting price to push higher, but before that, I was expecting price to maybe give us an entry or a pullback to daily demand before continuing higher. So I had that daily demand, which was around here. I was waiting for price to push and pull back around there, but it didn't. So price just, after we had the boss there, I just put it back after we had that boss, right? Price just continued bullish. So we had the boss there. Yeah. And price just pushed higher. It pulled back to one of the big ranges. Didn't really mitigate our demand, and it just continued higher. There was the NFP here, so it was a no trade day for me, and yeah, it didn't give us any real opportunity to take a trade. Yeah, and it just pushed higher. So now, for now, our new internal low would be this one, right? And that'll be our new internal high there. So we're still bullish. Technically, we're still bullish, looking for price to push higher into first our daily demand, and then we'll see how it goes from there. But that's our first target, so we could see a continuation and a break of that internal high, right? Um, do we have any pullbacks from a level, perhaps? Did we reach any level and we had a pullback from? No, we didn't from here. Yeah, so that's all I can see in GU. Just pushed higher, didn't really give us any opportunity to take trades from. Um, just created some sort of consolidation here and pushed higher. No trade opportunity, no nothing. I didn't pull back to discount either, or to our demand in discount, and just pushed higher. Yeah, and then price left us with some extreme demands. So that's our extreme internal demand. All right. Price gave us a choke there. So that was our choke line. Okay. Price started creating structure right there, which is internal structure, right? We just had that I boss there, or that I boss. So it'll be something like that. All right. From the whole range, the whole push. So it makes sense, right? We could take that demand as in the whole range, right? From here till there, or from there till there. Once price pushed higher, gave us the II boss, and then we have the whole range as demand, as our demand, because what I can see is this candle basically engulfed all previous candles, right? So I could see something like price coming here, having a reaction from there. We have some liquidity there, which can be very good for price to induce and continue higher. So the ideal would be that price come here, give us a choke, and then we'll see price continuing higher to the weak high, right? But again, we need to keep in mind that M15 is bullish, all right? So that's the low, that's the high. So we're in phase A technically now. So phase A2, sorry, technically now, which is pro swing, pro internal, but we already passed the boss. So yeah, this is phase A2, not the ideal, not tradable. I wouldn't love to trade this one. And yeah, EU, let's see, EU. So what happened today? Price just had a small consolidation there. We had that shock again. It wasn't really high probability because internal was still at that time. Internal was still bullish, right? We came to one of we didn't really mitigate either of these. We just swept one of the demand, and then we had a shock there, or there and there as well. And then we pulled back to demand, had an II boss, and then pushed higher. But it wasn't really high probability for me, even when we joined here at 6 45 it wasn't high probability, and then priced price just pushed higher to the upside. All right, pulled back to one of the demands, and then we had NFP, and it just pushed price higher. Okay, so now we have a new range. So I'll just take that range as in so we just had the eyeballs there. All right, that's our eyeballs. Okay, and we had internal structure as in yeah, so this would be still our, we didn't have a choke, but yeah, I would still count this as our pullback to mitigate so this, I would still count this as internal pullback to mitigate the internal flip before we pushed higher, right? So yeah, so that's our flip basically. Price just pulling back, creating some structure. So this is the fractal structure that's creating, right? And basically what we just had was a II boss there. So I could just put that one as one line there, but that's fine. That's fine. So yeah, that would be an internal break of structure, right? And yeah, we have one demand right there that price could push to. It has small inducement in front of it, so this is nice to see. And yeah, that's our weak internal high. So that's our internal high. There you go. That's weak because we're bullish. So we pushed lower, so that's our new internal low, right? Because that was our internal high, internal low, and internal high. Again, demand is mitigated, extreme demand is mitigated, and we have all our demands here are mitigated, all right? Except this one, which is still unmitigated for now, but I don't suppose that price will go back all the way to this discount for it to be mitigated, right? Because it's far away, and we just shifted the bearish, bullish. So the most probable and highest scenario would be for price to just react from this demand, right? And yeah, so internal is bullish. All right, let's see the swing. So M15 swing is still bearish. So that's M15 swing high, M15 swing low, right there. Okay, let's see the H4. So thing is, from the H4, we could potentially see a continuation to the upside and break that internal high, right? But we're bearish in internal, although I would say that looking at the daily candles, I was gonna expect this inside bar to break because, well, it's weak. It then um, doesn't have any inducement, didn't sweep anything. Yes, it broke the low, but it's not really high probability, so I wouldn't be too keen to look for shorts from here. Also, we had a daily internal chalk there, all right, but it just swept to the upside and continued to higher. And we were left with this daily demand, which we mitigated with that wick there. So I wouldn't be surprised if we just see price pushing to the upside from here. All right. Yeah, so let's see if price will really respect that and follow the internal structure. That's what I'm looking at. So that's what happened basically. With NFP pushed higher, internal is bullish now. All right, swing is still bearish, but I'm expecting that swing high to break. So we're in phase C, but phase C reversal, which means I'm expecting a reversal. So yeah, we'll see what will happen, and that was the daily recap.